Hello, podcast viewers. Welcome back to another episode of Spade's Stories Podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Audible. Go to audible.com/spadestories or text SS Podcast to 500 to start your free trial of 30-day membership plus a free audiobook and 2 Audible originals. Maybe next time I should be the one saying the sponsor so you don't need to take a drink every time. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Anyways, last episode we ended off with another topic being announced on the subreddit on r/Spade Stories. The topic was about your creepy stories. Wait, wasn't October about 4 months ago? Well, due to the lockdown and quarantine, we never really got much stories. Luckily enough, a viewer of the podcast sent an email of their story to be told on the podcast. Well, did they specify their name? Unfortunately not. They wished to remain anonymous due to privacy reasons. Yeah, so we read through it, did some research beforehand, and now have a revised version of what's actually told. Alright, here's the story. Karma, you'll be voicing Jay. Mercy, you'll be voicing the side characters. Cynthia, you're voicing the original poster. And I'll be voicing as narrator as usual. This happened when I was about 13 years old and just had gotten out of a terrible private school. Not like there's anything wrong with private schools in general. After soon making a couple of friends, they both started telling me rumors about the school. One rumor speculating that people had died in the school. Another is that they suspected the staff are supernatural beings. The principal was suspected to be a vampire, and the math teacher was believed to be a murderer. Crazy as it sounds, I too also didn't believe it at first. But I'll tell you 2 situations that happened, which might end up being too long. This was before I got to the school in the first place, by the way. It was after school, and Jay had to stay in due to his poor grades in math. He was really struggling to answer the questions, and the math teacher wasn't really helping. Jay was so stressed and scared that he can't leave unless he gets the answer right. Let's call the math teacher Mr. Green. Mr. Green hates it when you get a math problem incorrect. Some even rumor that he hurt those who didn't answer right. This rumor really scared Jay. He wanted to avoid him at all costs, but being alone in a classroom with Mr. Green didn't really help.
So can you tell me the answer to the third question?
I don't know. When Jay told me when he saw the third question, it looked all jumbled and scribbled.
Nonsense. Here we have...
Then it was inaudible. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're saying.
Are you deaf? What is that you can't understand?
I need to go.
Hey, you can't just run out.
This ended up turning into a chase between Jay and Mr. Green. He described to me that it was one of the most scariest experiences that he ever had in his life. In the end, he was sent to the office because the principal saw him running in the halls. When Jay told him what happened, the principal just turned a blind eye. Hey, this sounds like the podcast that we were just listening to. Can you shut it so we can continue? Fine, if you want to act like that. When I asked him more questions about it, he didn't want to tell more. Couldn't you just tell your parents about it? Can't. They're already up on me about my bad grades. I can't tell them that I almost got killed by a math maniac. How long has this been going on? Almost 2 years. Can't really escape it. Either have to be brave or better, keep behaving. As the weeks have gone by, I haven't gotten much sleep. Not because of the homework, just the fear of failure of getting the wrong answer. In one instance when I came to school 2 hours early, I heard someone saying my name.
OP,
Huh? Who's there?
you need to leave while you still can.
Wait, who are you? Why do I need to leave?
My name is Alex, and you can't come back here.
Well, Alex, why are you here?
That doesn't matter. What does is that you're in terrible danger.
What are you talking about?
The principal and the math teacher are not the people that you should be close to or be messing with. What you're doing is gonna get you hurt badly.
Pretty much, Alex explained that the two are supernatural beings, both called vampires. I've lived enough that those things don't exist, but this was just strange to me. If you like, I'm willing to tell more stories. Sincerely, the original poster's name. This was the most strangest story we've ever told on the podcast. I don't know, did they confirm any of this really real? Well, seeing from this article, it might be possible. What? I'm done playing my character. What am I supposed to do? Doesn't matter. What did you look up? Well, I looked up the school and found a case about it. According to the subreddit I clicked on, which tells the same story, it's very real to say the least. Well, any ending opinions about this story? Other than it being probably a hoax, it's pretty alright. Well, I hope that person is still okay. Maybe we should continue on this. This somehow gets posted, then be sure to use our sponsor, Audible. Once again, Audible is a website and app where you can listen to your books on the go. Once again, go to audible.com/spadestories or text SS Podcast to 500-500 to start your free trial and 30-day membership, plus a free audiobook and 2 Audible originals. We'll see you next week. Actually, Mercy, how did you voice Alex and Mr. Green? Just the old-fashioned voice changer. Always does the trick. You might need to work on that thing a little bit. I do admit, your impression was really good.